So many of you probably already know about Marvel and how they're trying to retire the Punisher character and logo. Well, if you thought it was bad enough that they were trying to do that, well, guess what? Neil Druckmann wants to make a Ghost Rider and Punisher game. Oh, that sounds terrible. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So, many of you probably heard about the push to try to retire the Punisher character's logo. And while there's that, seems like, well, it gets worse because someone is wanting to step up and take the reins of the Punisher, which is Neil Druckmann. It sounds terrible. So it all seemed to start with Greg Miller, which, for those of you who probably don't know who Greg Miller is, he was once a part of IGN, and then he went on to create Kind of Funny, which, well, it's not funny at all, and it's terrible. But he's basically a big shill for the industry, right? And it seems that it started off with him sending out a message here saying, hypothetical question, Neil Druckmann, what established IP would you want to make a game for? And then that's when Neil Druckmann responded by saying, Punisher, Half-Life, Ghost Rider, Hotline Miami, and Cowboy Bebop. Here's an idea. How about you keep him away from every single last one of them? Because he'll ruin all of them. I mean, hell, you look at Cowboy Bebop and the live-action show that Netflix is doing, well, they're already trying to just ruin Cowboy Bebop, so there's that. I mean, it's already going through enough. And then, of course, there's this. Now, Greg Miller, I mean, he was probably DM'd by Druckmann. Now, I don't know that, but it's probably how this all started so that he could probably jump in and get to be able to do these games if he gets the chance to, that is, if they allow him. Now, how this exactly works within the industry is that Marvel doesn't do their research. Who's surprised? But they don't do their research. They would probably look at Druckmann because, you have these game journalists, trying to recommend him, right? Because what they can do is they can send out games to individual studios to do them, like how you had the Avengers with Square Enix or Spider-Man with Insomniac, for example. Well, they could see that, oh, look, Last of Us Part 2, look at those sales, which, it's kind of funny that they wouldn't even look at the whole them rotting on shelves, but they would probably take recommendations and then allow this to happen, which would be frustrating. But, oh, it gets worse, because you already basically have the shill media over here, and they're basically pushing out articles which are like applications for Druckmann to make these games for Marvel. Like, I'm not even kidding. I mean, like this one, for example, right here. The Last of Us director wants to make a Punisher game. Ugh, that sounds like a terrible idea. Or this one right here. The Last of Us 2 director interested in making Punisher Half-Life games. Yet again, let's hope not. I don't want to see that, because he'll just ruin it, insert his agendas, and destroy them. And then this one, the Last of Us 2 director wants to make Punisher Ghost Rider games. Like I said, it's all basically there to try to get Druckmann to make these games. And they are championing him so hard, praising him, licking his boots, just trying to get him out there. That's basically what they're doing here. And when Marvel looks at this, they'll probably just look at the Last of Us 2 sales and they'll be like, oh, well, they're great. But they won't look at how they're rotting on shelves. They will not take that into perspective. Comic book-based video games has been increasing in prevalence and quality over the past few years, and The Last of Us 2 director Neil Druckmann just opened up about which Marvel characters he would love to create a title about, namely Punisher and Ghost Rider, which he would ruin them significantly. He would destroy those franchises 100%. Not as if Marvel isn't dying itself. Thanks to Druckmann's hard work and keen direction, sure. Naughty Dog's latest post-apocalyptic survival title was able to overcome a divisive pre-release and ugly review bombing campaign to become one of the PlayStation 4's most critically acclaimed swan songs last summer. Yeah, right. Yeah, more like trash. That game was absolute garbage. On top of rave reviews, by what, game journalists? Because people didn't like this game. And chart-topping sales, The Last of Us 2 cleaned house at the 2020 Game Awards. Yeah, because it was rigged. Because it was rigged. Winning several categories, including Game of the Year. Yet again, rigged. Invocation and accessibility and best performance for Laura Bailey as a tragic antagonist turned playable character Abby. Yeah, like I said, the whole entire Game Awards was rigged for them though. That's the thing, and I mean, he even admitted it. It was all rigged so they could make more sales on the game. But when you look at it, though, you got the shill media who, they're just praising him, they're licking his boots. Like I said, this is like a built-in resume to ensure that if there's going to be a studio that's going to do it, it'd be Naughty Dog. That's basically what they're trying to do. They're trying to make sure that Neil Cuckman gets his hands on this and ruins it, basically. And since Naughty Dog is under Sony, I wouldn't be surprised if this deal were to go through because Marvel is on good terms with Sony, and you have Naughty Dog, which is working under Sony. So, when you have that, wouldn't surprise me to see them actually make this deal go through, which would be terrible and a complete catastrophe because then for a fact that the Punisher and the Ghost Rider games, they will be just complete and utter dog shit. This will ruin them, and it'll just be more franchises for Neil Cuckman to be able to destroy. That's why I'm telling you, don't be surprised if this happens. It would not be a good thing. This would not be good at all if this happened. And, especially considering that it's Naughty Dog and all the terrible things that they did, I wouldn't support them. I would not give them money. I mean, they're never going to get a dime out of me ever again, ever. Under any circumstance. I don't care if they were to work on my favorite all-time franchise. Never would they get a dime out of me after what's been going on with Last of Us Part 2. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and make sure you are still subscribed because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you are still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media. Spread the word to get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow can always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.